Hi, I am Mama Luana, called Legend at Lighthouse Church, and that name was given to me by my son, and I think in compliment with his wife in agreement that they call me Legend. And the reason for that is for the long relationship that I've had with them over the years that has been in and out, but God has kept us connected for such a time as this. And what I want to share with you today is the impact that Pastor Dan and Pastor Linda have had on my life. I cannot fathom the joy of living without them. I am just in awe of their love for the Lord, their love for the people, their continued excitement. They are jumping and running and hollering and wilding at all times for the Lord. And it never diminishes at any time. So, as a result of that, God has gifted me with them in my latter days. We've been intermittently connected over the years and have had some wonderful experiences together. But God has us locked in now where they are a gift to me until I do my last exhale and inhale. So I'm just grateful for them. And Pastor Dan and Pastor uh, Linda, I can't begin to tell you how I see their love for the Lord. It is unending. It is passionate. It is overwhelmingly excited. It is overwhelmingly oozing with love and conviction for the word and the teaching of the word and the demonstration in their lifestyles of the word in covenant keeping and also in individual lifestyle that looks to the Lord and exemplifies the example of Him in the way they live. So I am just delighted in this season of my life that I have the gift of Pastor Dan and Pastor Linda. Why? Because it's the best movement into the bliss of heaven I could imagine just because of who they are. Pastor Dan, who lovingly put his arms around me as a senior who at the time was feeling a little down and out about being a senior. And he just said, no, this is a season that God has planned for your life and He's left you here. Because as I say this, I am 86 and a half years old. I'm claiming it all because it's God's gift to me. And to have Pastor Dan and Pastor Linda included in that is the icing on the cake. It's the unconditional chocolate made by Dove. It's the unending love of when I'm in their presence and out of their presence that I feel. How about that? Can you beat that with an egg beat, as my dad would say? No. I have watched Linda be so supportive of her husband. Being a pastor's wife who is in high call, has a high calling such as Dan has, is not an easy job, y'all. It requires a woman of God. It requires a praying woman. It requires a woman doing wifehood according to Scripture. And you know, ladies, we have a hard time with that. That submission thing is really hard. Linda knows what submission means. And in the Bible, it says they're to submit to each other. In that prior, then that verse we always talk about. We always talk about as the wife is supposed to submit to the husband. That phone is ringing and it's trying to distract me uh, from this video, but I'm not going to let it. And it's okay if it's in there because it's just a scam. It's some of those scammers that continue. But let me continue to talk about the power of the wife who supports her husband in ministry. The joy of that, some of the pain of that, some of the hurt of that. But the pleasure that I see on her face for having stood the test of wifehood in this covenant keeping duo is what I love to see. And only God can put that there. And she has it. and she does it. And in compliment to him, that is a plus to have a wife who is supportive of a calling on their husband's life. And I'm so grateful that she has put that in place so that we all can have the joy of this ministry based upon the two of them. So I am in awe of them. I love them. They never cease to amaze me in their excitement for the Lord, no matter what's going on in their personal lives and the lives of their families, that they have to always be a part of, and for the tenacity that they have in enduring to the end. The provision that God has made for him to be on this planet and to serve him. How wonderful is that? To still be as excited and as joyous about the commission God has given them. I have never seen it waver. I have never seen it dim. And I'm just grateful that God gifted me, Lawana Weathers, with the gift of these two people to be in my latter days. It doesn't get any better than that. Never could it get better than that. And the Bible tells us that these latter days would be the best. And boy, have Pastor Dan and Pastor Linda being a part of that made that so as the Bible had said it would be. So I'm thankful to you, Pastor Dan. I'm thankful to you, Pastor Linda, for the lives you lead that tell us all that God is love and you love him and he loves you. So thank you for being in my life. Thank you for this opportunity to say how grateful I am. And in the end, we will see each other in the eternal bliss of heaven forever, which it has no time or earthly concerns. Boy, are we going to have a ball in heaven. And I know that Pastor Dan will be as excited about heaven as he has been excited on earth, even more so because he has been lifted of the charge that he had here, that he no longer has to have in heaven, but he can enjoy his face. He can enjoy the music that he'll get a chance to do all day and all night forever, which has no time. So thank you again, Pastor Dan and Pastor Linda, just for allowing me a portion of you that I am thoroughly grateful for. And as we move forward, we're just going to continue to have joy in him and see the benefits of the service that has been commissioned on our lives to do. So thank you. Bless you. I love you.